So, today I want to talk about worth and confidence. So, even healers and people who are successful in life, outwardly they have lots of reasons, and the way they present themselves is a lot of sense of confidence and worth, and they appear to have a lot of wealth, when in reality that's not the case, and they get misjudged quite often for aspects of themselves that are really not there. And it's like, well, you don't really know unless you ask, or you sit down with them and ask them their story. So, say, like, for me, I have my own small business, Progressive Healing Arts, and I try day in, day out to have clients in, and work with the population to help with their own personal self-transformation story, just like I have done my own self-transformation story. But it's really hard because, you know, people really want a quick fix. Um, most humans want a quick fix, but that's not how it works. And if you really want a new life, if you want life to feel better, if you want peace within yourself, if you want a transformation in your story, you have to do the deep work. You have to sit through the shadows. You have to look into them and then come out of them on the other side with a different perspective. And that in the end, you'll find your confidence and you'll find your self-worth. And it takes a long, long time to do that. It's almost a lifelong journey, really. And even now, today, I still have times where I'm just like, I haven't had a client in a few weeks, or I have one client every other week, and I'm scraping by, check to check, a part-time job just to pay the rest of the bills. So it's like, just because I have this side, this business of mine, doesn't mean that I'm doing amazingly well. And that's the same for other small businesses out there. We are all doing our best to hustle it up, basically, and keep trying and keep going and living with a purpose. And some days when we're sitting around going, God, I wish I could be, instead of marketing myself and doing the basics, I wish I could just be sitting here with a client and helping them move through what they need to move through, because that makes me feel good about living, or basically living with a purpose. That's what living with a purpose means to me. That's where I feel confident. That's where I feel my worth. Um, and so when I'm not sitting with a client, I have to dig deep and find my worth. I have to dig deep and remind myself that I do have a lot of power, and that I hope you guys out there can do the same thing. That you can find your power, that you can find your worth when you're not sitting in your own purpose, from day in and day out. It's not easy, it's not hard, but that's just the human experience. We can't always live a purpose every single day. We're not Jesus, we're not God. We would like to be, but we can strive to do that. We can strive to live with more love and care for each other and ourselves, and Mother Nature as well behind me. She's the one that supports us in the long run, and she can take it all the way, any moment. And so we should give her just as much gratitude every single day. So, with all that said, I hope you guys find your own personal confidence and your own worth today, no matter what you're doing, whether you feel like you're living in your purpose or you're doing the most menial, mundane task. Blessings.